All right, VYG, so we're back with another tip in this series for you to know exactly what the fruit of the Holy Spirit will look like inside of a modern youth. And this one is going to be about joy. So I'm going to need you to do something. I want you to pause for a moment. You don't have to pause the video, but I want for you to pause and picture in your mind someone full of joy. Give you about 5 seconds to do it. All right, chances are that 99% of you, maybe 100% of you, you imagined someone laughing. At the very least, you imagined someone smiling. And this is not wrong in any way, but that is exactly the reason why many people look for joy in the wrong places. Because nowadays, when we think about the things that make people laugh, it's not often things that are in line with God's plan. For example, person going out, getting drunk and doing crazy things that make them laugh a lot, or people watching them laugh. Well, in the morning when that person feels sick, their head is banging, they've realized how much of a fool they made of themselves, and often nowadays in the social media age there's even footage that is spreading around, then that person isn't smiling anymore, isn't laughing anymore. And that's the joy that most young people, even including you watching this now, have experienced and searched for. That moment where you laugh, sometimes at the expense of someone else. You laugh at something that you know you shouldn't be laughing at. And so the very first thing is that the joy that comes from God doesn't necessarily cause you to just burst out laughing. Though that isn't wrong. If you laugh, I mean, not just if you often burst out laughing randomly, especially in public places, but I mean the fact that you smile, you laugh from time to time, that's okay, but that's not what this joy that comes from the Holy Spirit depends upon. It doesn't need you to always have a big grin on your face. It's something that's constant. It's something that's in you constantly. And of course, I'm sure you know your face would ache a lot if you were just smiling and laughing constantly. So it's an inward smile, if I could put it like this. And then that goes to the second part. Why this inward smile, this inward joy, this happiness that doesn't go away, it's constant. Have you ever known a secret that maybe no one else knew, or you and only a few people knew about? I'm only going to use a good example now. Let's say it was someone's surprise birthday party. It was a surprise party for them, and they walked inside of the room, and you knew it was about to take place any second, or it was that week, and that person was completely clueless about it. You knew a secret, and that secret gave you a sense of, I've got something here. And every time you would see that person as well, you would always remember, look, I know something they don't know. And that's the joy that comes from the Holy Spirit. You know something, you have something that other young people don't. And it's not in the sense that you're trying to keep it from them. Of course, as we're even going to speak about more, and we've done with one of the other fruit, you're going to want to share it. You're going to want to spread with as many other young people as possible. But you don't desire that joy. Remember the example I gave earlier on? Person goes out, has a wild night, and makes a fool of themselves. You don't desire that joy. You don't desire that moment of just laughing for a few seconds, and then you're back to square one, because you have something that most people don't. And this is the way that joy expresses himself. I've seen youths who apparently say they have the Holy Spirit, but slowly and surely they find themselves going back to those things that other youths outside who don't yet have the Holy Spirit, who don't yet know God, they do to put a smile on their face. when you really have the Holy Spirit, you have a joy that is inside of you, and you never want to exchange that for the joy outside that only lasts for a few short moments. So I hope this was helpful, VYG. Another way for you to know that really you do have the Holy Spirit. And I hope for those of you who don't yet, it's another reason why you're going to seek with all of your strength. So until next time, make sure you apply the teachings of this video, and soon you'll be the youth you were always meant to be. Take care.